Interesting that, especially in women of color, so Preston, your book spoke to me as a woman, right? Not just to the fellas. A lot of what either propels us or kills us has to do with what's happening in our heads, right? It's the voices, it's whatever you're reading, it's whatever you're watching on TV, it's the representation, it's all of that, right? That takes up residency in our heads. And without even realizing it, sometimes we start to buy into it. Whether it's positive or negative, we start to buy into it. And so it becomes critical that whatever you have taking up residency in your head is feeding your soul, right? It's propelling you and not breaking you down. And so with that, I'm gonna read a little bit from the book, and I'm going to start with the portion from the preface to help set the tone, all right?
Go ahead.
Feed your mind and protect it. My granddad would always ask me, who is in your ear? He was referring to, who is in your circle? What are you reading? And what does the voice in your head say about you? Run through the storm. Snowstorms are the perfect scenario for one of my favorite growth challenges. Run through the storm. This exercise teaches you how to persevere through whatever is ahead. In my case, I'll wait until it's bitterly cold. The wind has picked up and the snow is at least 4 to 6 inches. When others are bundled up inside their toasty homes, I go on a walk. During the walk, I challenge myself to identify one area that's holding me back. The battles are often internal. The voice inside your head can kill or propel you to success. The voice may identify specific times where doubt and fear held me hostage. I didn't shine my purest light. To win the battle in my head, I knew that I must walk further than I ever had and come back running through the storm. I walked over the hill, which is the place I usually stop and turn to face the wind. The wind has a very special meaning to me because of Paulo Coelho's book, The Alchemist. At the end of the book, he becomes the wind, finds the treasure, and gets the girl. Sorry for the spoiler. It's an awesome book. The 40-mile-per-hour wind stood between me and getting back to my treasure. My head told me how dumb it was to be out there, how I could catch a cold that would make my family sick. But my heart said run. No matter what, run. Take a break, rest, and then run. How many times does our head stop us when our heart says run? How many times have I beaten myself up for a dumb decision, which made me hesitate about the decision I'm supposed to make? How many times have I gotten complacent and started jogging when I was told to run? How fast will I get through the storm if I forget the bullshit and just run? These questions filled my head, but it was time. My heart was speaking. I hadn't stretched. My clothing and cover-up was light. My hands were frozen. I didn't take the same route back. I avoided the hills, and I chose areas where traction was visible and secure. I would run as fast and as far as I could, then walk backwards to protect myself from the ice-cold wind. It's easy when the wind is at your back, but how do you perform when it's in your face?
My God.
As I continued toward the finish line, doubt crept in. You know, you could have done better. What was the point of that anyway? You were going to make everyone sick for no good reason. I told the voice, stay with the storm. You are not welcome where I am headed. I said, you see me where I was instead of where I'm going. You like when I walk and wait, but it is time for me to run. Run into blessings, run out of mistakes and into abundance. Run into all of God's beauty, run into prosperity and gratitude, run to new levels of provision and impact. Run by faith, don't walk by sight. I can't wait to see how far we've come when the Master's work is done. For that, my friend, I am willing to run. I am extremely blessed to help others run their races. It is my purpose. We maximize our potential with God's grace. Thank you.